Your tomatoes, your peppers, your aubergines. They look healthy enough on the surface. The leaves are green, the stems are standing tall, but they are barely growing and you cannot figure out why. You are watering them regularly, the sun is doing its job, so what is the problem? 9 times out of 10, the answer is in the soil. Today, I am going to show you a dirt-cheap, completely natural fertilizer that wakes your soil up from the inside out. No chemicals, no expensive products from the garden center, just 3 simple things you probably already have sitting in your kitchen right now. Stay with me because by the end of this video, your plants are going to thank you. Step 1. Ingredients. Here is all you need. 1 liter of lukewarm water, 10 grams of active dry yeast, that is roughly 3 teaspoons, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. That is it, seriously, 3 ingredients and you are already halfway there. You do not need to go to any specialist shop. You do not need to spend money on fertilizer bags that promise the world and deliver very little. Everything for this recipe is already in your home. Now let me show you exactly how to put it together. Step 2. Preparation. Start with a clean glass jar. Fill it with lukewarm water. You are aiming for around 35 degrees Celsius. This temperature matters more than you might think. Too cold and the yeast will not activate properly. Too hot, above 40 degrees, and you will kill the yeast before fermentation even begins. Lukewarm is the sweet spot. Add your dry yeast into the water, then add the tablespoon of sugar. Stir gently until everything dissolves. You do not need to go at it hard, a slow, steady stir is all it takes. Now here is what is actually happening inside that jar. The sugar is the fuel. It gives the yeast something to feed on, and that feeding process kicks fermentation into gear. As the yeast feeds, it multiplies, bringing billions of beneficial microbes to life in your solution. Those microbes are what your soil is craving. They break down organic matter, improve soil structure, and make nutrients far more available to your plant roots. Set the jar aside and leave it to ferment for 2 full hours. Do not rush it. Step 3. Dilution. 2 hours later, your yeast solution is ready, but before you go anywhere near your plants, there is one step you absolutely cannot skip. Dilute it. After fermentation, the solution is highly concentrated. Applying it directly to your plants will overwhelm the root zone and actually do more harm than good. Here is the ratio. Take 100 milliliters of your yeast mixture and dilute it into 1 full liter of clean water. That gives you a 10-to-1 dilution, and that is the ratio that keeps all the microbial activity working in your favor without shocking your roots. Once diluted, you are ready to feed your plants. Let us go outside. Step 4. Applying 2 tomatoes. Let us start with the tomato plant. If you look at this one, you can see it is already flowering and starting to set fruit. That means it is burning through energy fast. It is in one of its most demanding growth stages, and the soil needs to be working hard to keep up. Before I apply anything, I want to prepare the base of the plant. First, I am clearing the weeds around the stem. You want the nutrients going to your tomato, not to whatever is competing with it underground. Then, gently, I am loosening the topsoil with a hand fork. Not deep, just enough to break the surface crust and open up some airflow. This does 2 things. It lets water penetrate deeper into the root zone, and it gives the microbes in our solution a direct path into the soil. Because this plant is in the fruiting stage, I am also adding something extra. A thin layer of wood ash scattered around the base, keeping it well away from the stem itself. Wood ash is a natural source of potassium or potash, and that is exactly what tomatoes need right now to develop strong, healthy fruit. Think of it as the finishing fuel for the fruiting phase. Now I water the soil lightly first. Then slowly pour the diluted yeast solution around the root zone, not on the leaves, not on the stem. The moisture carries the solution deeper, right where the roots can actually put it to work. Step 5. Applying 2 aubergines. Now let us move over to this young aubergine. Same process, moisten the soil first, then apply the diluted solution around the base of the plant. Keep it off the leaves, you want this going into the ground, not sitting on the foliage. Aubergines, tomatoes, and peppers are all members of the same plant family. They share similar nutritional needs, similar root behavior, and they all respond very well to this kind of biologically active soil treatment. The goal here is simple: you are feeding the soil and the soil feeds the plant. When the microbial life in your soil is healthy and active, the whole system works better. Nutrients become more available, roots grow stronger, plants grow faster, and you get better harvests. Feed your plants with this solution once every 10 days throughout the growing season. Mark it on your calendar if you need to. Consistency is what makes the difference. Before we wrap up, if this video was useful to you, please take 2 seconds right now to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I put out new gardening tips every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. It costs nothing and it helps this channel grow just like your plants will after today. And that is it, that is the whole thing. 3 ingredients, 2 hours of fermentation, a simple dilution, and a bit of attention to your plants. Strong plants start with healthy soil, and now you know exactly how to get there without spending a fortune or reaching for a single chemical. If this video helped you, smash that like button and drop a comment below telling me what you are growing this season. I read every single one, and I'll see you in the garden. I will see you in the garden.